And with that, we're actually live. Session number 62. Though it helps if I push the right button when I do those things. So, we are up to 205 sessions for this group.
Wow. How many have I been in? No idea. Okay.
Probably close to 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm. Can we run some private games until I catch up?
Sure.
That was priceless, that look. I love you.
I'm sure they don't count for role-playing, though.
Oh.
So, we're doing currently in this adventure. Done by Good Wing Games, it's doing pretty well.
The Lost City?
The Lost City. And I even figured out what the game date was, though I put that somewhere
what's the game date?
Okay,
This has been one of the few times you know what the game date is.
Yeah. So let's see if I can actually go to it.
What's the real date? 17th?
It is the 17th of the 9th. There we go. Okay, so the in-game date is... Oh, it's down as check required. I thought I checked it. Did I not save it? That is a possibility I didn't save it.
That sucks. Oh.
Let's see. Oh no, I did do it. It's the third day of the third month, 1006.
Yay!
That was previous session.
So what?
That was why I couldn't actually find what I was looking
Is shuffle. We've got is can do.
They're trying to calm Poppy down because some idiots are letting off fireworks.
Aww.
Really?
Yeah. It sounds pretty close by. It sounds like they're doing it on the oval that's near us.
They seem to think it's a fun thing to do, even though people get hurt all the time doing it.
Yep. Currently, Dog is standing between the coffee table and the couch, like right on top of my feet, but as close to me as possible.
Well, at least she can be with you.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that does help. Okay, so we have online today. We'll start off with Sue.
Okay, so I'm playing Kandu. She's a Mongolian princess, but she has Viking ancestors on one side of her family, so she's 6 foot tall.
And extremely fearless.
She has long black hair. She has she's very strong. Yeah, she's very strong, but she's also very strong-minded and strong-willed. She can take care of herself, but because she's a princess, they insist she has a bodyguard who she usually ends up doing most things for anyway. But so yeah, that's Kandu.
I'm sure the bodyguard is told where to guard, and then you wander off somewhere else and do what you want to do, and then come back.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to Josh.
Hi, I'm the bodyguard.
I'm
I'm the paladin.
You didn't do it right. Paladin.
The
Paladin.
paladin. Very fiery tempered at the moment.
At the moment.
All the time. Emotional sponge. Very upset that I can't see the bodyguard.
At least you still got your love for it.
As long as Kandu comes back alive, I'll get it.
And at least you still got your love token rock.
That too.
And also online tonight we have M.
Hello, I am the
Bell
Red Ranger.
Yes!
Apparently failed magic caster as well, because I think this is now the start of the 4th session since I've actually been able to, hit anything. And I'm also currently stone. So, that's fun. I like being stone. We'll see how that ends.
Unfortunately, it's not the same stoned as last Friday's.
Different stone?
Yeah, different stone.
Why?
So not as pleasing.
Yeah.
But at least you still cannot feel anything.
You know, is this like the Pokeball all over again? I'm just gonna like be missing time.
Very much so, because when you're petrified, you don't age, you don't require food or drink, you don't get tired, you don't rest.
At least I'm not in a perpetual dying state this time. That's all I can be thankful for. I wasn't actually injured this time. I just got stoned.
In the perpetual stone state.
Yeah.
Which then brings us to Stefan.
Hello, I am playing Chauffeur, the Disney princess, and yeah, that's about it currently. We'll see what happens down here. The acoustics are good, so you know, we'll keep rocking that.
You don't have your boy band though.
No, but I started off without a boy band, you know. There's still skill here, thank you very much.
Oh no, we've just had a whole bunch of mouthing off and taunts the last few sessions.
And then we also have Ariadne.
It's not Ariadne. It's Calcrix. The white dragon with the jazz wings.
Oh, you play Calcrix.
He's run out of coffee.
Does that mean you need more coffee? Hot chocolate?
I've got Coke. Coke will help. Do you want coffee?
I could probably do with some more.
Do you want coffee?
He looks like he could do with some.
Yogi, can you
Just
move?
be where I used the 34, it tastes like an 8 ashtray.
Go get Joshie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Ariadne has been playing with the settings since then.
No, that was after I played with the settings.
That was after you played with the settings.
Alright, well, I'll give it another try and see.
Because what I had was very smooth.
Yeah, but we tried out the raspberry candy for that. Because I was trying to figure out what the things are. We've gone back to the other beings.
No.
Should be 34. Anyway, you go on with your
All good.
things and I'll see what I can...
You do your coffee magic.
I'll fidget with the coffee machine, swear at it, threaten its life. See how it works.
We would definitely offer you imaginary coffee.
Digital coffees for everyone!
Thank you! I could go turn my coffee machine on as well.
And have dueling coffee machines.
Yeah, we could, it's a virtual coffee party, right?
Well, I guess I'll have to turn on my virtual coffee machine.
Okay, so in the story you have travelled to the sands of Yalarum, to the Valley of Death to track down a couple of cults. You found a few cults, got a lot of information from them, then decided you'd delve deeper and find out more about the Forbidden Cult and see what you can find out from them. And you've been travelling further and further down.
Yeah, so far we haven't had much luck getting in contact with said other cults. Though I have a feeling that we might have just knocked on their door.
Possibly. It's hard to get a good look sometimes.
Yeah, especially when, you know, like, I kind of looked and then, you know, turned to stone.
Well, you did put the blindfolds away before going into the room.
Yeah, that was kind of a mistake.
But I'd step back to get a blindfold and whoever was next to me had as well. I think it was Camdu.
I believe that was true. You had decided to do that because, the next thing you notice is the box is actually locked because someone had expertly locked the...
That's right, Ross was unpicking it because it had been locked again.
Yeah.
So
I think he succeeded on that just before we finished the session.
I believe he was working on it as we were finishing the session, yes.
And I had called out to everyone that we had bad, stony, paralysing things and not to look.
Yeah, Calcris was like, Zol, get stoned! Everyone wear these!
Yeah?
I'll tell you when the
All good. Okay, so as you backing away from the room, you hear a voice from the room going, "Hello? I thought you were coming to see us."
I mean, I would say hi back, but you know.
We would, but we don't want to turn to stone.
Well, only people who fail at their duties turn to stone, they say.
Well, how do you know if I failed at my duties or not? I'm trying hard still. I'm only 6.
Well, you haven't turned to stone, you haven't failed.
Well, I haven't looked at you yet.
Did you want to see him find out?
Kind of not. I'm really afraid. I'm only 6. Did I mention that?
6. How old's the one who failed?
A lot, like 5 times my age.
Well, see, look, you're probably less likely to have failed your task already.
Could I just put a blindfold on just in case?
Well, if you must.
I just...
You got such pretty eyes.
I have lots of sparklings. I can share some with you.
That sounds fun.
Camden will tell Calcrix, no, don't. He's trying to, he or she, whatever, is trying to trick you. Don't look.
My adults say that I should wear a blindfold, so I'm just going to do that first, please.
That's fair. Adults really do, tell you what you have to do all the time.
Yeah. They're fun munchers sometimes.
Okay, and at this stage, Yodri pops open the locked chest as you have multiple people show up. So I thought I'd just pause the Skype sound of coffee machine. It's still on the recording though.
Finished grinding.
So, Stefan, you show up and Yodri's pulling out cloth out of her chest.
Okay. I'll ask him why is he pulling cloth out of his chest?
He says, failed ranger, failed again.
And I say, didn't you hear me yell about the paralysing people inside?
He hands you a cloth.
Okay, I'll put on the blindfold.
Okay. So Yodri hands out the blindfolds with mocking statements.
Yep, sounds about right.
Brew him up.
Okay.
So do we all get a blindfold then? Okay, I'll put mine on.
Do you blindfold Zol, or do you just like leave me there? Leave me hanging? Oh, I thought I just stepped in the doorway. Okay, right.
So I don't think anyone wanted to step in the room and put the blindfold on Zal at this stage.
Until they were all safe.
And once they've all got blindfolds on, you wouldn't really trust someone to put the blindfold on you.
I know, that's why it'd be funny.
Okay, so yes, you have blindfolds on.
Straight, just one, please test.
Smells a bit bad.
It poured just fine. Burnt or ashy?
Definitely burnt.
Burnt, okay.
Should I just like...
Hard trying to get the coffee just right.
It's stuck up again.
Okay, so you've all got your blindfolds on, except for Zal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't quite need hers right now.
Like, didn't some of us like go elsewhere?
You did, but you weren't that far away.
Yeah, you're in a second door, which was like what 20 feet down the corridor or something.
And you didn't have my sleep.
Yeah.
What have you learned?
Don't roll a 1 and a 2.
Don't need a paladin.
And what's worse, it was a con saving throw, which I get absolutely nothing to. +0.
You learned.
When there's an obvious blindfold, take the blindfold.
Well, it wasn't obvious to the party members until you turned to stone, and then it was like, oh.
Yeah, but you know, it's still like we should know better by now in this place. I mean, like, Zal's been looking up in every room. We now have to watch out for invisible jellies, and now we gotta watch out for obvious blindfolds.
Okay, and you hear voices from the room saying, we're ready for visitors now if you've got your blindfolds ready.
I
Okay.
put the blindfold on and like I put one on Zal for when she's not stoned anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
You think you find her face and tie it around her head.
That's pretty much it. Pat, 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 slap, slap, pat, pat. She's stoned, she doesn't care.
Please don't put chips in me. I've got enough scars as it is. And don't get the too much. She had a medium-sized bowl at home.
So I guess as long as someone doesn't push you over by accident.
Yeah, pretty much. That wouldn't be nice.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, so yes, you have you enter the room. You have the smell of coffee coming from the room. Okay. And the smell of baked goods.
Okay.
And you hear a feminine voice go, so would you like your Danish with jam or cream?
There's Danishes?
Oh, would you like to see, she says.
No.
No, I'm good. Where are the Danishes?
She says, I put them next to the coffee.
I can smell the coffee.
I'm sure you can smell the coffee.
I very carefully feel around. Is it in a coffee cup already?
It is in a coffee cup.
Okay. I pick up my coffee cup and say thank you, and then there's 2 of them, right?
Yes, there are 2 people here.
I give one of my little, I think I've got a bunch of little red bloodstone gems or whatever.
Yep.
I give one each of those and say thank you very much.
Okay, the coffee's amazing.
And I say the coffee's amazing. My coffee's not amazing. It's good.
Does anyone else wish to partake?
Nope.
Grinding mutton.
Okay.
It's far too suspicious.
No, that's fine.
So, everyone else seems to be fine there. You hear the sound of a dragon eating pastries
Happy munchies.
All right.
and slurping coffee.
No, I don't.
Does
slurp.
anything
I-
happen to
I
her?
drink like a lady. No slurping required.
Okay, so you hear happy sounds from the dragon.
Yeah. Happy
And the dragon doesn't turn to stone.
No, but apparently there are 4 other cups for the dragon to drink.
Really?
Yeah.
No one else is coming in.
Campiel say she'll have one.
Well, I say, look, it's right here on the floor. Just take a look.
No.
Can
She's
you do
not
my
going to
voice?
take off the blindfold.
Can Candy hear my voice?
I'm sure Kandu can hear your
I
voice.
say over here, and then when she's close enough and I feel her leg, I tell her to sit down. Then I feel around for coffee, and then I feel for her arm, and then I give her a coffee.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're given a coffee cup. It does still have coffee in it.
Yep.
And I pass
Yep,
her a
cool.
dish.
I'll drink it too, and I'll thank the host for providing coffee.
They ask why you're disturbing their work.
You didn't mean to.
What work do you do?
Oh, they're transcribing manuscripts.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Oh, well, we don't want to disturb your work, then maybe we should move. Keep going forward.
Yeah.
Kind of manuscripts.
Holy manuscripts. Would you like to see?
No, but you can describe it to me.
Say please.
Well, I would describe it as holy and wonderful and pleasing to the eye with much detail and colour.
Does it refer to a particular god or gods?
I'm sure it does.
Can you read it?
No, we don't read these things aloud. It would be sacrilege.
Oh, why that?
I don't belong to the religion.
Oh. So how did you come to be transcribing them then?
I get paid to transcribe.
Really? How much do you get paid?
I get paid quite a few gold per page.
Ooh.
Been doing it for many years.
Transcriber?
What was that?
What's it take to be a transcriber?
Well, I've had over 200 years practice.
I don't know that I'm going to have that much practice, but you know, when I need gold, I'm going to keep that in mind. Does anyone else want to ask some questions?
I'm tempted, but no.
Yeah, no, I think they just want us to get our masks off so we turn into stone.
I asked them how we unturn our friend from stone because I really like her and she takes good care of me.
Who's the paladin smiting again?
I'm sure if you have magic enough, you can make it happen. Maybe you should just ask your god. I'm sure that works well.
My god. Okay, I start to pray.
I'm leaving the room.
We all know. We all know what
Um,
happens when I ask my god to do things.
You want someone to roll for you?
You'll do something to these dudes. Can do confront to those people they came across earlier. Can't remember what they're called.
The ones that were upstairs. The Madura people.
Yeah. So
Madarua.
She can start praying to them.
Okay, give me a religion roll. We'll see how well she's listening.
Religion roll. Religion. +0, okay.
Doesn't stop people getting natural 20s.
I rolled a 13.
Okay, you start doing a prayer to Madarua, and you think the goddess is pleased with your devotion but hasn't responded.
Okay. Well, sorry, Zal.
I pray to my god.
Would you like someone to roll for you?
I can. I roll the d20.
You roll a d20.
This machine's giving me a lot of...
Grief.
Yeah.
Dragon down.
Oh, well, that's not bad. 20.
Natural 20.
Yep.
Okay, sir. You pray to your god. You just happen to show up to your
I'm here
god.
somewhere to take a photo.
I'm so glad I was
Oh,
in the
it's
room.
in I pray to my god.
Yep. You find yourself before your god again.
Hi. I just thought I'd check in. I was wondering if you could give me some advice.
I'm sure. What are you offering for your advice, little dragon?
What do I need to offer?
What would you like to offer?
I offer or whatever it takes, because my friend got turned to stone, and I'm very worried about her not being stone anymore. She takes therapy and helps me learn how to adult, and she's been making sure that I do my prayers every day, and making sure that I do all the right things, and now she's stoned because these snaky girl things, they looked at her and she turned to stone, and I don't know how to turn her back, and I really wanted to just trail off into...
I believe it would be she looked at them, not them looking at her.
Oh, what does that mean?
Meaning, even if they're not looking at you, you can turn to stone by looking at them.
Ooh, good thing I'm wearing a blindfold right now then.
That would be handy.
Do I need magic, or do I need to find someone? It's going to be hard to carry.
So, there are multiple ways to fix people who have been turned to stone. One of those would be the blood of a basilisk.
That sounds bad. What's a basilisk?
It's a lizard-like creature with many legs that turns people to stone if it looks at you.
I made friends with one of those once, like a long, long time ago. Don't know how to contact them though.
I think you're talking about a fire one, not an earth one.
Oh, okay, so it's a different type of basilisk. Okay, alright. Well, that won't help me then. Is there another way?
If you have magic or greater restoration, that will bring someone back from petrification.
I'm pretty sure I don't have that much magic because I am a dragon. I don't know if the rest of my party has magic like that. Does any of my party have magic like that?
No.
Requires a 9th level character.
Who are you talking to?
My god!
Running down the corridor.
Can I have option number 3? Please?
If you make a pleasing sacrifice, the god will assist where it can.
Okay.
He can't ask you for anything directly.
Okay, so I take out my bestest gem because it's Sal and I don't want Sal to die, and I keep my bestest gem. And I try not to cry. Big wailing dragon eyes, Puss in Boots. Yeah.
And how much is your bestest gem worth?
I don't know. Right, so I've got a Pearl of Power. I have a Ruby of the War Mage, which
They're all tied together.
used to help me. Then I've got Sapphires, Agates, and Green Gems. Then I have Bloodstones and various other little sort of gems.
Most of them aren't particularly worth a lot.
Unfortunately, I'd pass over all of my gems then. All my sapphires, all my emeralds, and my gate stones. Take them off. Make a little pile.
Your god thanks you for your donation.
Yeah. Does that help?
He says it does help. But instead of taking your precious treasury from you, which was nice to offer, we'll instead exact a service from the one we help.
What kind of service? Is it going to kill them?
Well, if it kills them, it's not much of a service.
No. And the whole point is to try and save her.
She'll just have to do more work. He'll just have to do more work. They'll have to do more work.
Yeah. That sounds okay.
That's agreed then.
Sure. I will help too.
And you find yourself back with, you see Zal no longer petrified with the blindfold covering her mouth.
Yay! Don't open your eyes! Zal?
Zal's currently just in the bathroom.
Oh, can we just say Zal's got her eyes closed now?
We can say Zal's got her eyes closed.
Okay.
Oh, no, I think that was pretty good.
I quickly feel around for any of my gems and make sure I put them all back.
Okay, you managed to get all your gems back.
I tell them we've obviously disturbed them by accident, and we apologise, and I start backing out of the room. And when I bump into Zal's knees, I start shoving her out of the room.
Okay.
I don't know what Camdu's doing.
Did you tell me that you were going?
Yes.
No, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I guess.
Well, I
the
said
dragon
aloud. I
is-
said you're obviously,
Too
busy. So we should leave. And Camdu would have heard me say that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I'll follow Calcrix then.
Okay. So
You can hang on to my tail.
Yeah. Okay.
You managed to walk out without any problems.
Yay. I better. So I kept all my jewels, did I?
You ended up keeping all your jewels except
Okay.
for the 2 you spent.
Okay. All right. Pen. Where's the pen when you want one? Okay. Can I go back to having coffee?
You can go-
Unfortunately, it's over extracted now, so I have to do one more. I think I'll have it right by then.
Okay, so you return to where the others were going. That was where Josh and Chauvel, Shofar had reached. And that's where you see the 50 foot by 50 foot room, which has a ladder rising up out of it.
I assume we can take off our band-aids.
That's up to you.
Ugh.
I'm sure not seeing what's going on will be ever so handy.
Oh, definitely.
You won't need a light source.
Alright, quickly grinding for the last time.
Oh dear. So annoying. I could have helped them.
Which ones could you have helped?
Them transcribing.
Yeah, you could.
I have a cantrip which is made for transcribing. But they're not going to let me see it. And,
Oh no, they're more than happy for you to let you see it.
Yeah, and then while I'm trying to see it, they go, "Hi there!" in my face. Like, it's like, no thanks.
You know, someone could roll, like, deception or something on them.
Perception.
Yeah.
What,
to see
while
if
through a
they're
blindfold?
bad or neutral or,
I don't think even with a natural 20 you can see through a blindfold.
Well, you could tell from tone of voice, maybe.
That
or
would be an
you might
insight roll or an investigation roll.
Send something, animals, creatures roll and see what
Oh,
you know
right,
about them.
so you want to do insight. Okay, that makes sense.
But you've all left them behind to do their transcribing
Yep, that's fine.
and brewing coffee and eating pastries in peace.
Yeah, they say it's coffee and pastries, but I don't believe that.
I didn't get poisoned, did I?
No.
Not yet.
What do you mean yet?
The keyword is always yet. Never trust food given to you in dungeons.
Well, I'm not going to survive very well then, because so far I've accepted coffee and food from everybody in this dungeon.
I almost feel like bringing out a guidebook. Going, it's in the Adventurer's Guidebook.
I really like it. I really love it.
So, Em, did you hear the good news? You're no longer petrified.
I'm
No longer petrified.
brewing mine.
Now you're just stupefied.
You just now owe a service to the God of Dragons.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, why do you think I ran out of the room? Like, nope, not dealing with that god again. Nope.
Pretty sure the drone's got a couple of favors now, so it's fine, right?
That's what you think.
Well,
I mean, I'm pretty sure I owe like a few gods a few favors, so at this point I'm just collecting favors.
I don't know, you might be a third ranger wizard cleric.
and Dragonborn sorcerer. Throw that in too.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, the triple claw. That's
Yeah,
the way to go,
yeah.
right?
These dragon gods do weird shit.
We could try to get one level of each class. I'm sure that's not bad.
Oh yeah, not bad at all. It's called jack of all trades, right?
Yeah, it's called multi-fassing.
Okay, so yes, you find yourself with your blindfold currently covering your mouth.
I'm currently covering it now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's useful. Am I still in with the people who petrified me, or have I been moved?
You're being moved, so you didn't have to look at them.
Oh, that's good.
Trying to figure out if I'm shit at making coffee or. I've tried every ground around it. It seems to pour okay. Still something, isn't it?
It might just be it has to sit for a while.
Okay, alright. You want me to add milk to that then? Hope it doesn't taste like an ashtray.
Hopefully.
You guys got new coffee beans?
We swapped from one back to the other, but the machine was giving us problems before the swap.
And so things have been tasting very ashy.
Have you done a D scale?
No, I need to. But when I asked the support workers, no one was brave enough to do it. Although they kept forgetting.
People are scared to touch the precious.
Maybe once the lockdown's over and come out and help.
Mind you, all that's required is to get the descaling bottle, pour it into the water tank, and then run the descaling program on the machine. But yeah, they're too scared. I can't get the water tank out by myself.
We'll try to do it tomorrow.
Maybe. If I remember.
Can't have you without decent coffee.
Tasted really bad, so I'm gonna go for. I don't know what to do.
Plus, I technically broke the last machine they had. Well, actually, I didn't. It just had me when it happened. So I've scarred myself for life now.
Machines that explode aren't always fantastic.
No, it wasn't fun.
Grinding.
So we'll take quite a few attempts at decent coffee today. So I think this is attempt number 6. You had quite a few attempts before you came. And so you return to the room with the ladder rising up out of the floor.
Oh, cool.
And you see that there are 2 wooden creatures either side of it.
What kind of wooden creatures? Do we recognize them?
They look like they're made out of wood with glowing eyes.
But like, are they horses, dragons?
Roll nature?
Well, you know, nature doesn't really have a lot of things made out of wood that look like they're carved and glowing eyes on them.
Depends how pissed off it is.
Yeah.
That they're wood.
Arcana?
You could do a nature roll if you like, or you could do a religion roll, or you could do an arcana roll. Which one would you like to do?
All the rolls.
All wrong.
All the rolls. So I was going to attempt what am I good at?
Yeah, I'll let someone else do this one. I'm not very good at this stuff. Plus, if I sing it, it won't do very much.
Let me get my stuff book up so I actually know what I'm doing.
Same here.
What have I got? I have Arcana +7 and Nature +7, so really I can do evil. 13.
Chanel's doing a religion roll.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
Natural 20 on religion. So 23.
Okay, so you recognize that they've got the holy symbol of Zagos on their forehead.
Oh. Oh.
Zagos the bad guy, right?
Well, the 4th cult.
Yeah, the one that we've been warned about.
Oh, right. Okay.
Isn't that the one we were looking for?
Yep.
Yes.
It is.
I need to pull up my page on that one. I wish I hadn't closed it. Actually, no, it's linked it to me.
Okay, so the symbol looks like a solar eclipse with darkness
great.
coming between the sun and the world.
I don't like.
Basically the opposite of Ixion.
Yeah.
It's considered the one of Ixion's nemesis.
Don't I have a sword by them?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, okay, that's not working.
Oh, you're gonna carry this one?
We're trying to carry it. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to carry this. This is mine now.
And they are either side of this big hole, which I'm sure is not terribly bad.
Yep.
I should be careful which way I put you because I might drop you down the long deep hole.
Yeah, wee!
Well, it is multi-level hole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I forgot her name.
I think Stefan needs a reminder.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it on your blog, but I forgot the name. Looking at Lady of Death at the moment.
So are these wooden things moving, or they just...
They are staring at you with their head turned toward you.
I'm going to ready my sword.
So you're looking for the Entropic Immortals with the NYX.
I'm hiding
That's
behind
right, Nick.
Chevelle.
You're hiding behind Chevelle?
Yep. I'm ready to fight, but you know, if she manages to kill it first, I'm not going to object.
They look to be
Well-
Guardians of Zagos.
Oh, come on, PC.
How big are they?
Okay, each one, let's see, at their size. They may or may not be big, and I may even have a picture of them.
Okay, this is annoying.
They're called golem or wood. Starts with wood. Okay, so they are small. You are bigger than them. That's what they look like.
Ah, little bird.
Okay.
So they're not particularly big. So Stefan, that's what they look like.
Oh, they're like tiny trees.
Yes, and they are size small. So your tree is as big as they are. So you could literally pick one up and throw it down the hole if you wish to.
You know.
Could we just go down the hole?
They're just staring at us, aren't they?
They are staring at you while you're outside the room.
Okay, I step into the
Well,
room.
Candy's gonna walk into the room.
Yeah. Chevelle and Candy walk into the room.
Okay.
Wait.
As both of you wear symbols of other gods, I will
Yep.
get you to make initiative rolls.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yep.
I think we all wear symbols of
Yep.
other gods.
Yeah, so we're all making initiative rolls.
Mm.
Well, that was a pretty poor roll. All up 9.
You good go first.
Okay, so what did Chauvel get?
Chevelle got 13.
There it is. Thank you.
And what did Zal get?
Thank you.
Roll dice.
What did I get? Let's have a look. Which dice wants to come today?
All the dice.
Yeah, I'm still a bit groggy from being stoned.
I vote not last session's dice. I vote not last session's dice.
No, I'm using a different dice because the dice from last session's still in the box. And I still just rolled a 1.
You just rolled a 1, did you?
Yeah.
You could re-roll.
No, I think I'm the last person in the group behind the door anyway, so I'm happy to mess around. Because
Whatever shall we do without you, failed ranger?
yeah, I know, right?
Okay, what did you get, Stefan?
So I think all in total that's a 3.
That's a.
It doesn't taste too bad now outside of
7.
the milk.
He's probably just laying on the bed, is she?
I got a 10.
So it looks like Chevali's up first, who did walk into the room.
Cheval?
Yeah. Paladin!
Paladin! Paladin holding the symbol of Gorm.
Go!
As these have the symbol of Zagos in their forehead.
Yeah, poor Bub. We just re-swaddled her. Cheval is going to... hey, Bub. So Cheval's going to ready an action. She's going to ready an attack that if these little wooden Zargonian things come near her, I'm going to strike.
Okay. And then it is Caltrix's go.
I say, hello, from behind Cheval, and I say, greetings, we believe you're Zargonians. We've been looking for you so we can find out more about your culture.
Okay. And after you say that, Camdu acts. What does Camdu do?
Probably axes them a question.
Well,
Don't ask them a question.
Walk in and pull out a sword and look menacing.
You try to intimidate?
Yeah.
Oh,
Rude.
Give me an intimidation roll.
What number have you got? 13 plus 1, 14 all up.
Okay, they don't look very intimidated by you. Okay, so you feel that great that you've intimidated them, then Surefire.
I'm not gonna harm them. I'm going to no, why do they speak languages they speak? I guess I'm just gonna wait to see what the party does.
Well, the party has prepared to attack it, greeted it, intimidated it, and that's what's happened in the last few moments.
Jeez, all they need now is hugs and they'll be eternally confused.
Would you like to go in and do that?
No.
I'm sure the Disney princess could pull it off.
Do it, because that would be funny. Hug the little statues. All of them are mute, or did you unmute?
I'm muted.
Okay.
Can I I'm not getting killed, but can I walk forward
Hmm?
and then ask them if I can pass?
In what language?
Oh,
Song and dance.
yeah, someone done that.
Perform roll.
Dance off, question mark?
Yeah, I'm not sure they'll speak the same language. This is an issue.
Swan Lake your way past them.
Yes, one leg. Okay.
And an alarm, apparently.
I guess I'll just try and stand between the party them and kind of say, wait, let's try and talk to them first.
Do you show them anything?
I show them. I think I have the symbol. No, I don't. Did I pick them up? I can't remember. We haven't seen not Zen.
Zagos.
Zagos' symbol yet, have we?
No.
Yeah. But I guess I'll I'll ask them as a. So I know they're part of Zagos because they got the symbol,
They got the symbol on their foreheads.
and I assume I know that relates to my thing.
Well, you believe it does. You haven't conferred with them yet, so.
Okay, I'll just say I believe we have a mutual belief.
Okay. Then it is Zal skipping this turn. So amusingly, you actually got a higher initiative than the creatures did, but you skipped this turn.
Well, they got what? Because I got what, 3.
They had disadvantage, rolled a 2 and got a -1.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow, okay. Jesus. Okay.
So yes, you did beat them on your initiative. So amusingly, they stick their arms out. You can hear crunching sounds from their movement as they start moving towards Chauvel. No, not Chauffeur, because he's the closest one, and doesn't take them long to reach him, but they walk awkwardly. So think old zombie-like walk, not new running zombie.
Okay.
Shuffling gait. And then these 3-foot humanoids start punching Chauffeur.
Oh,
What?
Well, I tried.
You did.
I saw that coming, that's why I ready for them to attack.
So the first one punches and hits an armor class of 6.
That misses, I'm afraid.
The second one punches and hits an armor class of 15.
Let's look. That is a miss.
And then the third one punches and hits an armor class of 10.
That's a miss.
And they're not working well together, even though there are 3 of them. Okay. So now it is Chauvel's go. Your held action didn't trigger because they didn't reach you.
That's fine.
But they all seem to be attacking your Disney Bard.
Yep.
is our Disney Bard wearing any particular symbols?
No.
No.
Okay.
He is unaffiliated with any god you know of.
Well, maybe that's it. They're too
Sure.
afraid of him. Well, you know, they're too afraid of people with gods backing them, but if you don't have a god, then you gain. Maybe.
Hmm.
You could lift them up by the little twig things and watch them run in the air.
You'll
I'm
probably
going
do
to
so.
step up next to Sofa.
Yep.
Bonus action, I'm going to valve immunity one of them, doesn't matter which one.
Okay. You have vowed them to be your foe.
Well, they attacked a party member, so yes. And I'm going to have at it.
Mm-hmm.
With a 17, I believe.
A 17 hits.
Lovely. I'm going to use a first level. A first level divine smite.
Okay.
Alright.
You smite him a question.
Yes. So 2d8 on top of a lot. 48. So 68 damage.
Mm-hmm.
$29.
29 points of damage.
29 points of slashing damage.
Okay, you slash it and it explodes.
It explodes. Hooray! It exploded. Take that, evil Zaga nut
Exploding
thing.
may not be a good thing.
And then I'm going to have my second attack on another one.
Okay.
Also hitting 7 more.
That is a hit.
Lovely. That one. I'm not using a blast fire. 10, 7, 26 points of slashing damage.
Okay, it also explodes.
Hooray! 2 of them are down.
Leaving
And that will be everything for me.
Leaving one. And
Leaving
then
one.
it is Calcrix's go. You've seen Shirel rush up and start blowing up little tree men.
At you, Keith.
So one went fully down,
Both went fully down.
and then okay, so
There's
both
one
went
left.
fully down.
Thank you very much.
Is the last one still attacking?
Okay.
You assume so.
Okay.
With its little fists.
Can and they're attacking so far?
Yup.
Polar Bear would be very unhappy if Sofa passed away.
I'm not
So
gonna die
I will attack them.
Or you just push it into the hole.
I'll push it into the hole then.
Into the hole, I said.
Hole, yes. I can actually. Can I just shove it, or do I need to use magic shove?
You can just shove it.
Yeah, I just shove it into the
So
hole.
give me a strength roll. And you get to roll against its strength.
It's a shove off.
It's 11. Do I get anything added to my
You get
strength?
to add your strength bonus.
Plus 2.
And if you have athletics, you get to add a bonus as well.
So 12, 13. It's not a saving throw, right?
It's not a saving throw.
So just 2, so 12, 13 plus 5 is 18.
18. Okay, so it managed to roll 19.
Oh, okay. So
It managed to stop you pushing it off the
out down the
top.
hole, but I've shoved it
But
away.
you can have a second attempt
Oh,
because you get
okay.
2 attacks. I don't think you did so well that time.
14 plus 2 plus 5. 21.
Okay, you push it and it just goes. And then you hear this crunch a minute or so later.
I feel bad.
Well,
But
it
they were punching so far.
didn't even make a sound. There was no ah. You just went off the edge.
Is there a ladder down that hole?
Yo. You hear a crunch on the ground below.
Oh. I'm sad, but happy Sofa's not going to die.
See, you saved Trooper.
Don't like picking on little creatures or creatures that are littler than me.
Well,
I prefer it be a fair.
they were picking on your Disney princess.
That's true. And as I said, the polar bear would get really sad, and then I'd ask my dragon god for another favour, and you know, I've learnt that you don't ask for those very often if you can help it. I'd like it noted that each time I've asked for something from my dragon god, it hasn't been to help myself.
That is true. You can see that there is a ladder going down 2 levels in front of you.
I have 60-foot dark vision, what can I see?
What is the room below? Room 17.
So I take it died.
Well, you got
It
pushed
got
off the
shoved
edge.
out and it crunched, at the bottom of the ladder and through the hole, but I don't know if that means it's incapacitated, dead, unhappy, you know. I'm now looking down the ladder to see what I can see with my 60-foot dark vision.
Okay. So you can see a brightly lit room below as two flaming puppies are going around a hole looking up at you.
Flaming puppies?
Yeah.
That's Cheval's domain. I tell Cheval that there's flaming puppies
Hot
down
dogs?
there. Hot dogs. There's two very hot doggies down there, and they seem very excited. I think if anyone goes first, it should be you.
And then the floor below them is painted in bright colours. It seems you can the ladder goes past where the puppies are and all the way down to another level.
Okay.
So you can get off
I
at
pass
different
that
levels.
information on to mine.
And then there's also a door on the other end of the room you're in,
Oh, like aside from the hole.
aside from the hole. Yes.
I feel like the little tree bits were protecting something, and I feel like the little hot doggies are probably protecting something else, so that's probably where the Zagonites are. So maybe go down the ladder?
So who's going to go down first?
Consensus?
Me.
You're going down first to converse with the hot dogs?
Yep. Woof woof.
Arf, arf.
Okay, so you start heading down first.
I'm looking out of the way, but I'm watching.
As I'm descending, I'd like to note that I'm praying to myself. I'm not actually saying it aloud, but
No damning?
no damning involved.
No, okay.
You don't want to call on any gods?
No.
Not calling any gods, just praying to a certain god.
Okay. So, looking down the ladder, you can see the room below is octagonal. And it has a 10-foot hole in the floor, centered beneath the, with the ladder going down past it. Nice sturdy metal ladder. In the side of the room is a pile of copper coins. Going around the hole, staring at you as you're looking over, two hefty mastiffs with black fur, piercing glowing embers for eyes, and flame curling off their coats as they walk.
Cool.
No, hot.
Oh, sorry, hot.
Who can play at that game? I'll flame on through. So you can play the intimidating fire game.
How big are these said dogs? Are they bigger than the little trees that just got decimated?
I believe they are. Let me have a look at an actual size for you. If that's the right book.
Prepare to be outfired, dogs.
Yeah, no, they're probably immune, right? Or at least resistant.
Okay, so the dogs are definitely bigger than Yugi.
Yuki?
Yeah, so they're basically medium-sized creatures, as big as have as much bulk as a person.
Yeah, dog's bigger than you, Fuzzy. He's like, yes.
And so, are you going to start down the ladder?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna
But
sit down the ladder.
I'll go down. No, not sure. So far.
Mm-hmm.
Sherifa believes that she knows what she's doing, so she's going down first. I'm sure she can sing her way out of this.
I'll sign follow.
My acoustics have got this.
Okay.
At this stage, I'm the party bodyguard.
I mean, you got a funeral somehow, right?
Okay.
Definitely know what we can do. He's definitely with the rest of the party.
Candy's going to look around up here while they're doing whatever they're doing down there.
Well, there's a door no one's gone through. You want to go through that?
Will we
No,
split the
I think
party?
we'll wait for everyone.
Let's just find out what happens with Sofa first.
Okay, so
Yeah.
do you get off the level with the puppy?
No, keep going.
Okay, they start to growl at you.
Okay.
Do you just keep going?
Well, he might bite.
Did you speed up?
Maybe they want
This is before you even get past the level they start to growl at you.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Zol yells at you. Maybe they just want pats.
Do you have any doggy treats?
No, I don't.
What about like jerky or rations that you could try?
I'm not enough jerk for that.
Well, come on, you've got something on you.
What are you implying?
That you would have some kind of foodstuffs that you could offer to placate the dogs.
Since these dogs are growling, I'm just going to.
You should use the high-pitched happy voice. Hello, puppy.
Because that always works.
It does actually, a lot, kind of, most of the time.
Yuki's ear kind of twitched.
Can I? Oh, this is gonna hit me so bad. Okay, can I attempt to pray to myself for passage past these dogs?
Sure. Give me a religion roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna regret this. Watch.
That's boring.
Where's my dice?
You need a dice tray.
I'm gonna borrow one, I think, because I don't have mine here.
Here's one over here.
Thank you.
It's got one with my name on it.
And the dice says, oh god, no.
What, natural one?
No, 2. Can I have a reroll?
Sure.
What could possibly go wrong? Emdrak comes back.
That's much better. Okay, that's a.
Yeah, this part I won't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
19?
You get a 19?
Yeah.
Okay. So, while you're praying, a copper coin falls on your head.
Nah.
Think someone must have knocked it from above.
Can I look up?
Well, you can see Chagall coming down the ladder above you.
No peeking.
Well, I'm trying to work out who's dropping coins. Yeah. Who's dropping coins down the ladder?
Not me.
Not me.
There's coins?
Well, there's coins on the with the poppies, yes.
Are there?
But no one's dropping him down the ladder.
I'm still gonna wait to see what happens.
I'm just gonna, I guess after praying, add some of my own money to said pot.
So you toss what?
According to your witcher. Sorry.
5 gold. Oh wait, hang on. No, it's copper, isn't it? So, does the rest of the pile look like it's all the same, or is it all?
Looks like it's all copper.
It's all copper. Can I toss a copper and see what happens?
Sure. Poppies seem to settle down a bit as you toss a
One
copper
copper
coin
each,
into the
possibly.
pile.
Okay. Can I toss another 12 copper?
You can if you wish to.
That might piss them off.
Are you going for trick shots while you're doing this?
No. I'm just gonna toss the copper and keep going.
Okay, and they don't growl as you go past.
Huh.
But they
You
just do
pass
it.
this information up the ladder.
What? I mentioned someone's throwing copper. If that doesn't give people enough hints.
Okay, Chauvel. You can see Poppy staring at you.
Was Chauvel in a position to see what Sofa did?
Well, you see Sofa toss a coin into a pile of coins.
A part of me really wants to cause chaos and throw the one silver piece into the pile of copper.
You can if you wish to.
Can you imbue it with the paladin before you throw it in?
Yes. Actually, I will. I will throw a silver piece in the massive pile of the copper.
Yes, you smite on a silver coin. Take this pile.
Okay. So, when you do that, you see both puppies seem to look at you, take a deep breath
Who? Me?
at Chauvel,
Oh.
and then breathe fire on you.
Yay!
You get to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because you're hanging onto a ladder.
That's fine.
So Chauvel threw the silver in.
Yeah.
And they got really miffed because you overpaid.
No, because
No.
It wasn't copper.
Different colour.
He wasn't what they were told to do.
Okay. Alright.
Damn it! With disadvantage?
Yep.
Alright, so I rolled a natural 20 on one dice,
Yep.
and then I rolled a 13 on the other.
Okay, so you get a success on the first one, so you'll take half damage, and then you get to do it all over again for the second.
Yay! So I rolled 13 again.
13 again. Okay.
So 19 on dice.
That is not bad.
I'm just very jealous of my dice rolling.
So you take 6 fire damage from the first one, reduced by your fire aspect.
I think it's by 5, is that correct?
It should be by your proficiency.
Oh, which is plus 3. So take 3 damage from the first one.
And 13 from the second.
Ouch.
So 10 from that one.
So that was all fire damage.
Yep. So it should be on 40.
I got you on
I think
got you on 43.
I thought they were 2 separate attacks.
They were 2 separate attacks.
Oh, okay.
And I got you on 43 out of
Sounds
60.
good. Okay. Okay, I say, I get it. I will... Is Sophia still on the ladder? Or is she...
She's gone further down.
She's gone into the level below.
Okay, cool. I'm going to pick up the silver and then replace it
You're going to get off the ladder?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you get off the ladder, I'm going to give you an initiative roll.
I was going to say, are you holding up a copper coin or anything like that so that they know what you're trying to do?
No, I'm going to pick up the silver one because they're pissed off at it. I was going to replace it with 10 copper. It's me versus puppies! Yay!
You get the puppy off.
Do we all have to roll initiative?
If anyone else wants to join in, they do, but it's
Oh,
going
I'm
to be at
currently
least
not
one
down
round.
there, so...
No, I'm not down there.
Can you roll initiative when you're not in the same room?
You can, but you still got to spend time to get there, but you won't be acting until you get onto the ladder and go down it.
I might roll initiative just in case I'm needed.
You can do so. Or you can just spectate.
Well, I don't want to leave Chauvel.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
You don't add anything to initiative, do you?
You add your dexterity
Oh,
bonus.
right. Oh, I didn't do that last time, so... 11.
Okay.
Chevelle's initiative was 16.
Okay, so
15 with a -1 from the crying baby.
as you step off onto the ladder, both of the hellhounds attack you.
Pardon?
Both of the puppies attack you.
Ah!
Okay, so each one has advantage because they have pack tactics.
Sure.
So it got a critical hit on you.
Yay! I like how one of them's a 1, and the other one's the opposite.
I know, it was fantastic. Split right down, both sides of the coin. Okay, so
And I love how it's your dice that normally rolls 20s on the 1.
I know. It's even funnier. So
Well,
it does 18 points of piercing damage
ow.
plus 3 points of fire damage. The fire damage is not doubled on the crit.
So that does nothing. So I'm down to 25 right away.
Yes, you are. And then the second one attacks you, getting a 23 to hit you.
That hits.
And it does 10 points of piercing damage and 4 points of fire damage. So that would be 11 points of damage to you.
Yes, so it should be on 14 if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct. You're on 14. Then you are up.
Does anybody tell me that they're suffering and maybe Camden needs to jump in and help?
I can see, so I can relate to you what's going on.
That would be Chauvel's turn.
Oh, well, it's not my initiative, so I can't.
Okay.
And these things can happen very quickly because this is all happening in the equivalent of 6 seconds.
Yeah, well I'm not down there, I'm up above. So
So how far away is the silver coin?
The silver coin requires you to walk away from the puppies, provoking an attack of opportunity from each to reach your silver coin.
Oh,
Would you like to provoke an attack of opportunity? They packed a punch so far.
Is the wooden creature down there?
No, it's on the level below.
Okay.
right.
You
I
don't
was
go
gonna say,
all
you
the
can
way
pick
down.
up part of the wooden creature and go, here, fetch!
Hmm. Yeah, I'm going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
You're going to take the attack of opportunity?
Yep.
Okay. Both puppies take their attack on you. First one hits an armor class of 21,
Yeah, it hits.
doing 8 damage
Yep.
with 5 fire damage, so that means 10 damage goes through.
I'm down to 4.
And the last puppy
Are you gonna kill yourself to just do this?
Probably.
hits armor class 16.
No.
Tink! And you manage to get to your silver coin.
I pick up the silver coin and replace it with 20 copper.
Okay. Looking at the hellhounds, they don't seem to care.
Aww.
You think you failed the passphrase.
The what?
Maybe it's a 1 copper, not 20.
No, it was he threw a silver instead of a copper.
Okay, so
He's
you
already-
can't take that back.
He's obviously not meant to be let through.
Well, maybe you just made a mistake. Picked up the
No,
wrong coin out of
he
his
did that
pouch.
pretty deliberately.
Well, the dogs don't know that.
They are intelligent dogs.
And I
Yeah.
think Paladins.
Calcrit shouts that down just in case.
Okay, and then it's Calcrix's go. As you watch Chauvel pour copper in, and the dog's just looking at him with that intense stare.
Can I fly down into the room?
You can fly down into the room.
And offer
Do you
my
say
own copper coin?
before you go?
Do you say anything before you jump down?
Yes, I do.
What do you say?
I say, we're sorry, we picked the wrong coin out of our pouches. They're full of different
I
kinds
think
of
Sue's
coins.
trying to say you say anything to her before you jump down.
And I alert the others that there's puppies down here that are fiery, which I think I've already done, and that they are hurting Chauvel really badly.
Okay.
Then I land and put my copper coin down.
You land and put your coin down and...
Can I land in between Chauvel and the pups? Or?
You can, yes.
Okay. Alright, I do that.
The puppies are still eyeing Chauvel.
Yeah, I'll just, trying to create a buffer.
Okay. And then, did anyone else wish to get themselves into initiative at this point? You hear the sound of combat above you.
They're fine.
They're fine.
And you, very predictable.
I'm just gonna keep going down the ladder.
That's because you're still climbing down the ladder during this combat.
Gotta be funny if he gets caught by something. But he needs the rest of the party to help.
Cam, you might
Get some initiative?
she's gonna go into the initiative, I think.
And what about Zal?
Do I need to roll initiative to keep climbing down?
I'm assuming you're still climbing down.
Okay, right.
Because it doesn't take much to do that, but if you want to interrupt other actions going on, then yes, you need
No, I
initiative.
just wanted to make sure if you use it for initiative sake.
So what was Camdu's initiative?
All up 7. I'm rolling really bad tonight.
And did Zal wish to roll in?
Will, if you give me a minute, or like 10 seconds, or if Josh can pass the dice box up so I can roll my dice.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Can I roll one of yours?
Sure.
Break Josh's dice.
Natural 20!
Oh, that's alright. 16, 17, 18, I think. I'm gonna do some plus 3, I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Where's my phone? I don't have at least dex of plus 2, so we'll say 17.
Okay. Yes, so it seems you can roll double figures.
Yes, I can.
With my dice.
Okay, so...
I didn't break Josh's dice.
Yeah. How much do I roll now?
So you can see Calcrix has jumped down to the level below. And the two hounds are intently staring at Chauvel, who is screaming Paladin at them.
That doesn't help as well.
And considering they are technically fiends.
Yep. Of course they are.
Yes, they are. And so on a new round, they actually get to go. So they go around the dragon.
Is it that easy to get around me?
Yes,
Do I get an attack of an opportunity?
as long as they don't leave your threatened space.
Oh, okay. So no attack of opportunity?
No attack of
I thought I had
opportunity.
one of those.
I know, because some things are smart.
Yeah.
Smart things don't trigger them. But because they can't both move at the same time, one of them goes first and doesn't get advantage on his attack. So he attacks Chauvel and misses. And the second one comes in and also attacks Chauvel and misses.
Good.
So yes, it was a miss. A 6 and a 4.
Good.
And it is Zal's go. You can see the puppies are going for Chauvel.
Do I know he's injured?
You can see the bite marks all over her legs and arms.
Had a good battle so far.
Yeah.
So got to get better.
And the smoking bite marks at that too.
Yeah, but I just presume that's Chauvel's fiery bloody tendencies.
Thanks. This is the trouble Chauvel gets herself into.
I am gonna cast. How far down is it? Can I get there in a single movement?
You can. If you jump.
How far down is it?
Depends on if you jump straight down, which I accidentally just sent Sue's character.
Did a hero jump? Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds really can do.
Yep.
Still no.
So basically you have a room here with a pile of coins and a hole down which Chauvel has gone down. Sofa has gone down.
Yeah, Sophie's gone down that hole.
So, further down.
So I'd say that the party's pretty much here at the moment with a big pile of coins.
Okay, where are those dogs that were?
They'd roughly be in the same spot. I haven't dropped figures for everything. Just give me a rough idea of where everything is.
Okay.
Does anyone else need healing, or are we all pretty healed up?
I'm good.
No,
So
just the
far.
paladin.
Looking at things, I'd say the paladin's mainly the hurt one.
Yep, look at that red.
Because I don't want to jump down and hurt myself
Don't.
to heal you, but I also don't want to.
You could spend the round going down the ladder.
Yeah, but he kind of needs healing now.
You can do a ranged heal, can't you?
Pardon?
You can do a ranged heal, can't you?
Yeah, I've got a ranged heal. Prayer of healing, level 2 is 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is plus 5, I think, for my current spells. If that's correct, let me double check that. So can I get 2d8 and a box. 2d8 and a box.
2d8 and a box.
There we one copy, please.
And plus 5, 15.
I get 15 points of healing.
That's all you get, mate.
Hopefully it's enough.
Well, it doesn't go past your turban yet.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So, Zal has come to save the day, and Calcrix is now up.
What about Camden?
Camdu is
Oh, I still got my 11.
slower.
Okay.
So that they are, you do have flanking on both puppies. Well, from one of the puppies anyway.
I'd rather try and make friends with them in some manner, but I'm not sure how. I don't want to hurt them, they're just doing their job.
Well, you think bad person has thrown wrong coin in, and they're basically punishing bad person for throwing wrong coin in.
Do they understand language?
As far as you know, but you don't know what language they understand.
Well, I try speaking to the dogs and see if they respond.
In what language?
I'll try common at first, and then work my way through all my languages until I find one that works.
Like you'd basically spend a round using a language and then another round using a language.
Well, do they respond to common?
Do not respond to common this round.
Fuck. Okay. Can I pull out a little my treats bags
You can pull out your treats
and
bag.
offer them treats?
You can, but you are trying to communicate with them.
Yes, but
So that's
I'm trying to get them to stop attacking and wait long enough for me to figure out how to communicate with them. So perhaps if they're eating treats and not attacking Chauvel, maybe she can A, jump down the hole after putting a copper in, or B, they'll stop
she's already
attacking
put 10 copper in.
her. Or 20.
Okay, so Chauvel, you're up. As you can see, Calcrick's trying to find treats to pull out.
Okay, great.
Apparently she's going to reward them for good behaviour.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I'm just trying not to kill the dogs. They're just doing what they were told to do. You're the person who threw the silver coin in, despite the fact that you figured out that you needed a
I'm
copper
going
one.
to vow of immunity one of them.
Okay. The dog is now your enemy.
Yep, that's fine, because they're absolutely biting me to bits.
And they are fiends, so you do get the fiend bonus.
Exactly. So... 19.
19 does hit.
Good. First level, Divine Smite. So that's Bloodlust.
Oh no, wait a minute, they speak a different language here that we've learned, haven't we?
Yes.
Wouldn't I have tried that first?
You could have tried that first.
Okay. So,
Alright.
bad memory.
You would have had the same effect, unfortunately.
Okay, well that's fine.
Okay. So 21 points of, no, sorry, 24 points of slashing damage to one of the pups.
Okay, he takes the 24 points of slashing damage and is still going.
Cool, because the radiant damage is about to absolutely smack it. Yep, it's another 20 points of radiant damage.
And luckily for you, that is the exact number you needed.
Yeah.
As Puppy explodes in fire and brimstone.
Cool.
You don't think you can reason with the other puppy now?
Damn it, I was going to try and intimidate it. That's fine. Cool. Second attack on it then. Just single dice. Gets a 19.
That's a hit.
Cool. And it probably looks more mad at me, so I'm going to use the second level. Divine Smite.
Fair enough.
I don't like these things at the moment. There's 28 points of slashing to it at the moment.
Yep.
Plus 19 points of radiant damage to it.
Okay, it also explodes into fire and brimstone. Meaning he sent them both back to their plane of existence. They didn't actually die.
Well, I wish I knew that.
Or your character hasn't had much experience with fiends yet.
No, not yet.
Okay, so yes. Now that you've got that break, I'm going to tell Stefan what he's gotten himself into.
Yep.
Wouldn't want him to feel left out.
I don't think that he will, but you know,
Sorry.
just to make sure.
Reroll new character just in case.
Okay, so
No, just change gender.
you get down the ladder and find yourself in a 40-foot square room where all the walls, floor and ceiling have been painted a bright shade of yellow.
Okay.
There's yellow everywhere.
Yellow.
What colour choice?
It's bright sunny colour.
That's very wet.
And there are two doors, one to the east, one to the west. Okay, so while you're contemplating what you're doing with your mellow yellow room,
There's nothing else in there?
two doors and a ladder.
That's it?
Mhm.
Okay.
So while you're looking at the room of the hellhounds, you see that the paintings on the walls around you seem to be various scenes of natural death, as well as a big pile of coins. You're thinking quite a few thousand copper coins here.
So more coins.
Well, this was the coins that the hellhounds were protecting.
Oh.
There are also a couple of doors on this level as well. So you've got your choice of doors. Candu can go through a door. Stefan can go through a door. And even Calcrix and Chevelle can go through different doors. And even Zal can go through a different door, because there are 3 doors on the level that the coins are on.
I'm gonna stay with Zal.
I was considering them so.
So there is a big pile of shiny copper coins. What does Calcrix do?
Will they go in my bag of holding?
Well, if you start pushing them in there, yes.
I start pushing coins into my bag of holding.
Okay.
They're obviously not needed anymore.
The other gonna leave the copper coins because obviously some sort of offering to whatever hell demon is here.
Does anyone tell me that this isn't a good idea?
So could Chauvel and Zal both give me a perception roll while our dragon is busily scooping coins?
No.
I'm shoveling them around into a pile right now.
Not just scooping them straight into the bag?
No, just shoveling them into a pile so it's easy to scoop them in the bag later.
But they're already in a pile.
They're in a pile, yes.
Oh, are
There's
they?
thousands of coins.
You can just shovel them into
How
your
big
bag.
is the pile? Can I roll in it?
I think we
I
might
do that.
ask you from shoulder corner and say something, but let me roll this perception.
So what did Chauvel get, and what did Zal get?
So Chanel got an 18.
I got a. Yeah, I'm concentrating on trying to stop the dragon. I got a 7, I think. Hang on, where should I go? Yeah, 7.
Okay, so Chauvel gets a glint of mithril in the pile of coins.
Glint of mithril.
Yeah.
If I'm rolling in it, do I notice the mithril?
You just have
So I'm going to walk over to the glint of mithril. I'm going to investigate further.
Okay. As you investigate further, you find what appears to be the hilt of a longsword.
The hilt of a longsword.
The rest of the sword's buried under the coins.
Do I notice
Oh.
what Chauvel's doing?
I pull the longsword out.
You do notice what he's doing because as he pulls the longsword out, sound fills the room as the sword sings a song, "Slay the dragon, slay the dragon." As it's singing a nice resonant song in the room.
I back up
As
to
in
the
we
wall.
all can hear this?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
As the sword arcs with light and power.
Uh-oh.
Can I throw the sword away?
Sure, I'm sure leaving a sword around that kills dragons would be a great thing to do.
Oh, but I don't have a compassion to slay the dragon.
Well, a sword's requesting it.
The sword's requesting it. Okay.
You
But
might
I
not have the
don't
compassion, but
a
the sword might give you the
I don't have
compulsion.
involuntary compassion from the sword to kill the dragon.
Well, you don't seem to have one yet, but who knows?
Who knows? Lovely.
Bury it back in the coins where you found it.
No, because the Calcrix is just gonna take all the coins
No.
anyway.
Calcrix is backed up to the wall.
We're going downstairs and we're leaving it alone.
Calcrix
Is this
backed
all?
away.
Is this all stone, Martin?
Yes, it is stone.
I'm going to Excalibur this,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just going to wedge it in the stone.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Yay. 18.
Okay, you jam into the stone, it scrapes along it but doesn't dig in.
Ah. That was worth a shot. I'm going to...
Bury it back in the coins. Actually, you know, better yet, put it in the dragon's bag of holding.
Will it go in there?
It could, but it may damage it because it has a sharp edge.
Oh.
You don't put sharp things in the bags of holding.
Am I able to cast a spell?
Sure.
I object to the sword going anywhere near me. I run away. I'm scared.
So, do you go down to the level below with...
No, I just stay away because
so
I want to stay with Zal.
What spell do you cast?
I'd like to cast Wotan's Reed.
Which does?
It's... Oops, apparently the PC was going to print it, which I don't want to print. It's a divination.
How long does it take?
takes one action
Mm-hmm.
itself, and I recite a poem in Northern tongue to receive insight or advice from the gods. Your next int or charisma check within 1 minute is made with advantage, and you can include twice your proficiency bonus. Or at the GM's discretion, the spell can instead provide a piece of information equivalent to an augury.
Okay. So, ween or woe sort of response.
What, sorry?
So it's basically a single word response for most auguries.
I believe so, yes.
So what are you trying to get out of your spell?
There's 2 doors,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to know,
He's being sweet.
does west lead me to Yulari? Or lead me to the cult of Yulari?
There's Zagonites.
Sorry, yes, Zagos. Not Yulari, Zagos. They have a lot of names.
They do have many names. Problem is you're in a maze.
Oh.
So, you get ween and woe.
I get what?
Ween and woe.
Ween and woe.
Mm-hmm. It's both good and bad.
Oh, okay.
Is that because you can't figure out?
Oh no, because depending on what he does after he goes through the door, it can be good and it can be bad.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So it's ween and woe. There's also nothing can be a response as well as ween, good, or woe, bad.
So win.
Ween.
Ween.
R-E-A-N. W-E-A-N. Ween. So W-E-A-N. Ween.
W-E-R.
W-E-A-N.
Oh, wean.
Ween, yes.
As in wean off
Yes.
a thing. And woe.
Woe, yes. Ween is good, woe is bad.
How the hell do they come up with wean?
That's that's how they've done it for over 30 odd years.
That, my friends, explains the whole problem with the English language.
Yes, that is. So yes, you get ween and woe.
Ween and woe.
Yes, so it's both good and bad.
Depending on what you do, it could be good or it could be bad. 50-50.
It's not 50-50.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you do, when you go through that door, you can have good and bad things happening to you. They could be either or.
This sounds like my usual life.
Or both.
Or both.
Sounds really complex.
It is.
It's hurting my head.
When you ask the gods questions without actually giving a proper offering, these things do happen.
Oh, I gave proper offering though, so I'm good.
Technically,
it wasn't mine to offer, but yeah.
Okay, so yes, that's happening below. What do you want to do with your sword of dragon slaying? Josh.
That might be.
So we just had a bit of a mishap in the map. That's all.
All good.
What do I want to do? Are there still piles of coins around?
There are still piles of coins around.
I'm going to find the darkest corner. I'm going to wedge it as deep under the coins as possible.
Okay. So you'd like someone else to find the sword and use it? There are other people exploring this place at this time.
Okay, stuff that is going to be attached to my back.
Okay.
People are just going to have to deal with it for a little bit. I'm going to get rid of it somehow.
Okay, stop singing when you put it on your back.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna go west.
Okay, so you're going to go west?
Yeah.
Okay, you hear the sound of a door creaking open below you.
Sorry.
Does
Doesn't
it-
need to make noises.
No, mine's got sounds for that.
I may even have a sound for that. Let's see if I actually do have one. Not quite the same.
Wow, that's some sort of door.
I like that door.
So apparently that was someone opening a door below you.
Now that's my kind of door. None of this business. Nice hefty door. Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
Apparently that was the woe part.
Is that why it was good and bad? Because the door opens and closes and collapses?
No, apparently it's a random noise of explosion every time you open a crypt.
Okay.
It was the open a crypt sound effect.
I mean, let's open a crypt.
Well, it's interesting when they have these little things sitting around. They even have pick lock sounds.
That's cute.
So we have a few things that we can use there. Okay, so now that people are on 3 different levels.
Who's on 3 different levels?
Well, we have Sue at the top
Right.
with Zal.
Yeah.
We have Calcrix and Chauvel in the level below. Yodri is probably still at the top as well.
Okay.
And then we have Shofar at the bottom.
And the door's opened.
Door's open.
Chauffeur's level?
Yeah.
I call out to Zal to say I'm scared and there's a bad sword that wants to kill me, and can we go somewhere?
You see, Shofar's put it on her back.
I'm scared. Still. That or I fly up and just hide behind Zal.
Okay.
I think I'll do that actually.
So yes, so now we have Chauffeur down the bottom exploring. We have Chauvel with the glowy sword on her back, and everyone else at the top staring down the hole.
I'm gonna leave it up to other people to make decisions what to do.
What I found amusing was it was a sort of dragon slaying in the pile of coins.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm hiding behind Zal right now. I'm pretty
Well,
scared.
it's one way to announce what it can do.
Mm-hmm.
Very Bugs Bunny-ish.
Yes. But now Calcrix is terrified.
I would imagine truly. So what would Camdo like to do?
Well, I guess if Calcrix has come back up and she's obviously frightened, so Camdo probably wants to go down and see what she's frightened about.
Well, you saw the glowy sword calling out, "Kill the dragon."
Ah, okay. And so now,
Chauvel has put it on her back.
does it move on its own or not?
Does not seem to move on its own, but you wouldn't really want to leave it lying around, especially if you've got a dragon with you.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's probably a good thing Chauvel picked it up then. I'll tell Calcrix that Chauvel's picked it up to keep it safe away from her.
I acknowledge that those may be true. I would like to be carried for a little bit, please.
Down a ladder.
Okay. Well, I'll carry Calcrix for a while then.
Okay, so Calcrix is happily being carried.
Calcrix snuggles in.
Okay, so while all this is happening, Stefan, you step out to the west, and you notice you have a passage going south, a passage going north, and a passage continuing west. Each ends in a door. So that's definitely wheel and work.
I've just got to go plug my computer in and whatnot.
Because you could be in 3 different directions after you step through that door. Obviously something's good here and something's bad here.
Yeah.
Which way do you wish to go? Which doom do you want?
Which doom do I want? Hmm.
Doom behind door number 1, door
Yeah.
number 2, or door number 3? At least it's one less door than if you had gone out the east door. The east door has 4 different doors to go through.
Do we have any, like, writing utensils?
Any lighting materials?
Writing.
Writing.
Like chalk or
Did you buy some?
Um,
Because you've been using most of the time you don't
but
carry
don't
it
we
with
use
you.
something for our spell books and stuff?
You probably would, but you wouldn't carry it all around with you because you normally add things to your spell book between adventures.
Okay.
Because say it broke in the bag with your spell book, then you might not have a spell book.
If the charcoal though.
If you had whatever the ink that you probably use on your spell book.
Yep. Okay.
You want to have a black book.
Very different kind of book.
Yes. It used to have spells in it. Once upon a time.
Okay. I'm just in case going to spend. I'm not going to go into the hallway. I'm going to kind of do a ritual in front of the door.
Yeah.
To do comprehend languages.
Okay. So give me a. Do you have it memorized?
Yes.
Okay. In which case you don't need to do a ritual to cast it. Just takes you 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. So we've got Shofar busy for a whole quite a few rounds, casting a spell down below. What would everyone else like to do while Shofar's busy?
Well, we might as well start exploring.
Well, you can explore the level you're on if I can get your character back up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can turn it around. I should be able to get you back up. Let's see if I can. Okay, so you haven't been south yet.
Okay. Was there a door going south?
There is a door going south.
Okay. Well, I guess I will start to go and look at that door.
It heads off into a corridor. And it has... Sorry, just trying to get the map out so I can actually refer to it to you. It has a passageway that splits into a cross intersection. You can see to your left, it goes down a corridor and then splits 3 ways into doors. It goes south into a door, and it goes to the right down a corridor with multiple corridors coming off it. So
Okay.
you've opened up a big space you haven't been in before.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I'll go back and tell the others.
Well, they're all with you except for your missing bard.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I'll ask them what they...
So, what would Chauvel and Zal like to do? I believe they're currently busy. So, what would Calcrix like to do?
Has much changed since I was...
Yes, you're being told that on the level you're on, there are...
The top level?
The top level. There are 3 doors off to the left when you go south, 1 door to the south, and multiple passageways off to the right, also going south.
Alright, and...
So, looks like that there are 6 new rooms to explore.
Is the Chauvel still on the next level?
Chauvel, I believe, will have joined you at this point because I haven't heard from him.
Okay, and Sofa's still down below?
Sofa's missing. You've misplaced your sofa.
There's a large part of me that just wants to leave Sofa there and let her get her own ass out of trouble if she gets into it.
And the cushions that go with the sofa are back in the country.
But I have a greater loyalty to Cushion. So I suggest we go look for Sofa, and I suggest that since Sofa last went down the ladder, we head that way.
Okay. Does Cam do agree?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, as you're carrying Calcrix at the moment, everyone follows you.
Yep.
Am I hanging off her back so it's easy for her to use arms?
So you go down the ladder down 2 levels.
Do we see Sofa?
On the level as you're going past, You notice that there's something metal in the pile made out of iron amongst the copper coins.
Aside from the sword and the mithril?
That's already been picked up.
Okay, so... Do we want to investigate? I don't want to find another sword that wants to kill me.
And this is the sword that kills bars.
Now that would just be awesome. You have a dance-off with the sword. Sword
Dancing
versus
sword?
bard.
Sword dancing. Do you do anything about the piece of iron that you see? Can do?
Well, what is it useful for?
You don't know because you only see a glint of it in the copper.
Well, iron usually isn't in copper.
Well, it's a piece of something iron, so it could be a shield, it could be armour, it could be something. And you can just see a bit of it.
No, Candy's not really interested unless she can see that it's an actual weapon or something. She's already got a lot of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not interested, I'm more wondering what has happened to Shofar.
Okay, so you both continue down. Does Zal or Chauvel investigate?
Let's say no.
Okay, we'll go with no then as they continue down.
No, sorry, what was that? Sorry, I was talking about.
That's okay. We're just trying to find out if Chauvel or Zal would like to investigate the glint of metal left in the coins.
Sure.
Okay.
I thought it was all on my back. And it's no longer singing inside a dragon.
Okay.
Sure.
You pick up a metal wand.
A metal wand?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll identify that later.
You put that in your pocket?
Yeah, well, sure, I'll put it in her pocket.
Yeah, very paladin.
Burning hands better.
Collect them all.
Exactly, I'm collecting all weapons.
Do Cheval and Zal have a tug-of-war fight over the wand?
Quite possibly.
I win.
Not necessarily. She could tickle you.
I stand
Okay, so you all make it down the ladder to a room painted yellow. Bright yellow.
Right.
And there's a door open where you can see so far chanting.
Chanting?
Yeah.
Do we know what she's chanting?
Something over and over again doing a ritual.
Okay. Does Zal recognise that?
Zal recognises it because Zal's been interrupted doing it multiple times.
Okay, so what's the chant then?
Does Zal wish to point out what the chant is before someone interrupts?
Zal, she's in a baby.
Let's say yes.
Okay, so she points out that Shofar is doing a comprehend languages ritual.
Okay.
Which will allow her to understand other people's languages,
Okay.
but not speak to them in the same language.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we notice anything else around this yellow room?
It's really yellow.
There's nothing in it?
The walls, the floor, the ceiling are all yellow.
No furniture, no writing?
There's two doors. One's open and one's shut. And they're both painted yellow on the inside.
Okay.
Martin,
Yeah.
while the ritual's going on, I lay on hands me for
Okay.
20.
Wait, what am I recalling?
Oh, you identify what Surf was doing.
Oh.
Surf was doing a comprehend language.
No, I said identify the wrong thing.
I'm just imagining the lay of hands. Like,
No, I wasn't.
I was
No, she
more...
really said that you were dealing with
well,
the
that one
baby.
too, yeah, but
Doesn't use
I was
a
trying to
spell
think
slot,
I
but
was
no.
slightly more appropriate.
Oh,
PG.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Okay.
You can give yourself a hug and touch yourself.
There is a bug in the game now. We have to be PG.
The bug won't understand us for at least another 5 years, so we're good.
But at least Bob can replay
I
episodes
mean,
down the
the
track.
bug can hold the dice and that's about it.
And probably won't roll it.
Oh, believe me, by the time they're one, they understand a lot.
That is more than likely more true than I want to know.
They know how to swipe left on Tinder.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but my grandson just turned 1, and my God, he understands so much.
And just wait till they get access to your phone's download.
Yep, they know how to download Wiggles before they're 2.
Oh yeah, he would. He'd probably be able to work it out now. If we let him have our phones.
Our nephew and a couple of our other friends have had young kids and they've known how to use phones before they knew how to walk.
Yep. Oh yeah, I believe it.
Alright, so we're in the yellow room.
Mm-hmm.
Does Sofa finish her chant? Does Sofa now do anything particular?
Takes about 5 minutes for her to finish.
Cheval's finished laying her hands on herself.
Yep.
Yep.
Chevelle looks better.
Hi.
You can comprehend languages. What's happening?
Yeah, in case we meet something else like that thing up there, or the dogs, or the trees, or whatever.
So are we going down this corridor then?
That's the plan.
What does the corridor... What's in it?
Corridor.
Does it go left, right? Is it a T intersection?
It
It goes left and right as well as forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a cross section. And it's corridors coming out from the room, not rooms?
So it goes ahead, and then it's got a corridor to the left, goes ahead further, corridor to the right, and then goes ahead to a door. So there are 3 doors off this room.
Which one can we see from our vantage point? All of them?
Well, Chevelle, Sofa has actually explored a little bit and can tell you where all the doors are.
Okay. Well, since Chauffeur doesn't seem to want to go in any particular direction,
I never said that.
I tap Camdo and say, let's go!
Awesome, I go ahead and can turn right.
Where do you go?
Right.
You go right? So as you turn back, you see Chauffeur walking along and then going off to the right.
Oh, okay. I thought we had to go straight and then right. So I was going to go walk up to where all the doors were.
There is a door to the left, then walk up to
Immediately.
the right, and then walk forward further straight ahead.
Okay.
It's a branching passageway.
I'm having a hard time.
It's more of a maze. I can show you the whole map, but that would be showing you the
I
whole
don't
map.
really want to see the whole map because I think I'll be even more confused.
You would be.
I just follow Chauffeur.
Okay, everyone follows Chauffeur because it's easier.
Yeah.
Probably not the best idea, but okay.
Okay, so you find yourself at a fanciful door.
Excellent.
It has many symbols on top of each other on top of it.
Do I know any of these symbols?
They all say beware in multiple languages that all come out as one language to you.
Is this the language we learnt from upstairs?
No, they all say beware to you. Every language on the door says beware. In your native language.
Interesting.
So
You've
beware,
cast
beware,
comprehend-
beware, 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 beware.
You've cast comprehend languages, so every language you see is your native language.
Yep, that makes sense. I'll ask what fucking hell, I can't speak today. I will ask the others what languages they can read on the door, if any.
Can I read any languages?
It seems that someone's just written lots of things over the top of each other. It's hard to tell what's there.
Okay. I can't tell anything.
It's just lots of squiggly lines everywhere.
Camdo?
Yeah,
Can you read any of the languages on the door?
I know.
How do you know?
I don't think so.
We don't know what
Just check
languages
what-
are on the door. I'll go check on the cat.
Languages, I don't think so.
It looks like that someone has pretty much written the same. He's in front of your chair.
Oh.
It looks like he's. Looks like they have written multiple things on top of each other.
What's up? Yeah, what you doing?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay, languages.
Wanna go somewhere?
I I only know elemental water language and
You would,
common and dwarven. That's all I know.
you also know Ethengarian because that was the language you were brought up with.
Oh, okay. It's not on my sheet. Okay.
That's okay.
Cool. Ethengar.
And-
That isn't what the door, is it?
No, it's not what's written on the door.
No, I didn't think so.
But then again, it is hard to tell. They have sort of written it over the top of each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess then I'll tell the others. It says, or at least my spell translating for me says it's beware.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask if anyone can check it for traps, or
Who's our usual trap checker?
Yodri.
Can someone play Yodri while we're here?
Technically they can.
we can
but,
shove his face in the door and see what happens.
I'm happy to roll for him.
Sure, roll for Yodri.
Checking for traps. I think that's 11, but I don't know what his bonus is, so yeah, that's 11.
Okay, so he looks at it and goes, I don't think there's any traps here. I think you'll be fine to go.
Okay.
Alright.
Hopefully we're not going to die. You go first.
Well, shouldn't the trap person go first?
No. He's not here to play himself. Wouldn't be fair.
That means he can't die. Just kidding. Okay, I'll open the door.
Okay. So as you open the door, you get a foul smell coming from the room.
Aha, this must be the bad place.
Well, it does say beware.
And you look at it, there is a simple rope bridge of 3 ropes crossing a chasm. And the chasm has the smell of brimstone coming from it.
That's never good.
Oh, I wasn't expecting lilacs, so...
And you can see bursts of flame from below.
How sturdy does this rope bridge look?
Not very.
Is it got wood on it, or is it just
Nope.
like pure
It
rope
is-
in like a V?
It is 3 strands of rope across.
How far across does it go? Like,
You-
what's the gap?
The gap is
Did you just fart?
probably he did 30 foot across.
I'm doing what you want. You just farted at me.
Well, he's
You
happy now.
Go. Oh.
That's his happy toot.
What less of the happy and toot?
So yes, the rope bridge goes across 30 feet.
Okay. Can I fly 30 feet?
You could.
I can see 60 feet. Can I see anything on the other side?
Well, at the other side, there seems to be some sort of landing.
Are there any doors or anything?
Not that you can see, but you could probably go over there and find out.
Does anyone want me to go and find out?
Who's the lightest?
Yodri.
Should we get Yod to go across?
Yodri just looks at you and says, no.
I mean, Chagall's full of that.
But can you cross a 30-foot rope bridge that doesn't look like it's in good condition?
Probably not.
So what's happening then? You're the one who brought us down here.
I would like to use identify on the bridge.
You want to use identify on the bridge?
Yep, I have it as a ritual there, so I'll be sitting here for 10 minutes. Unless someone wants to use it as a spell thingy.
So that means you're going to do a check to see if you can cast it. Unless you got it memorized.
I've got it memorized.
Okay. Okay, so you touch the rope bridge.
Yep.
And there are no spells affecting it.
Okay. This rope bridge isn't an illusion, so at least we can technically cross it.
Does it look like it'll even hold us though?
The rope is thick.
Oh, what about Camdu? She's 6 foot. She must be very muscular.
I'm gonna cross it.
You gonna cross it?
Yep.
Okay, give me an dexterity check.
So, can I have advantage?
You want to have a reroll, do you?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to force my death. I don't feel like doing that today.
No, you said you had rolled up a new character.
Yeah, looks like I am. So that's a...
God, I hope you
A
just trip
4.
over before you get to the rope.
Okay, so you fall off the bridge. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
This one matches decent.
Can I get a react if possible?
21.
21 and fall flat on your face, looking down at the pit beneath you.
So there's an invisible floor?
How far have I fallen?
You fell 5 foot.
Oh. Okay, alright.
Fell off the bridge and went bink.
Onto like a ledge or onto like a...
Looks like I'm lying over the chasm.
I'm just
what?
gonna go. Ow.
Face first over the chasm.
With nothing else?
Not touching anything.
Okay.
My face hurts. I'm gonna get up.
And you hear a sad sound effect happen. Apparently you failed.
Okay, yep.
At getting up?
No, he failed the
Yeah,
test
right.
of faith.
Am I able to climb back onto the road bridge?
You could, but now you know there's no penalty for failure.
Well, technically we all do now.
It seems a bit too easy then. No, that can't be right.
You have to succeed without failing.
So you have to cross the rope bridge.
Or fail the wisdom roll.
Or fail the wisdom roll. Okay, can I attempt to do the bridge again? Because I can't just walk across. Because it just sounds too easy.
You can attempt to do the bridge again. Give me a dexterity check.
Don't like this. Don't like this one bit. What does that say? Okay, that's a 9.
Okay, and you fall off and land on the same spot you fell on before.
I'm just going to go back to the others and go, look. Apparently you don't force your doom if you fall off, but you apparently also need to cross the bridge.
Is anyone going to attempt to cross the bridge?
Yeah, I'll try.
Well, Camdo gets to make it.
Belle's also going to join Cam doing that.
So both of you get to make dexterity checks.
Okay.
Dexterity checks.
Yep.
There.
I'm beautiful and dexterous.
So you're joining in as well to show off just how undexterous your bard is.
Pretty much.
Oh, don't worry, I know how dexterous the paladin is.
13.
The paladin falls off.
I got 19.
Camdo managed to scuttle along part of the way.
Only part, with a 19.
Yes, you've got to complete it 3 times.
Oh, it's a
So
gauntlet.
you got to make 3 rolls, do you?
Yes, you do have to make 3 rolls.
Okay.
And our paladin gets to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. I made it 20 the second time.
Camdo's more than halfway across.
I'm not on the back.
And 15.
And Camdo makes it all the way across.
Woohoo! I was carrying Kelcrix, wasn't I?
Yeah, I thought she was, but... Martin said you're not.
Well, you wouldn't
Okay.
you wouldn't really carry someone
You could
across.
probably fly anyway.
Yeah. You wouldn't want the extra weight while standing on the bridge.
Okay.
Yes, you could fly
yeah.
across.
Surfer is
I
kind
get
of
it.
confused at this point because just the image of someone in heavy armor walking across a tiny rope bridge so well just confuses the hell
So,
out of him.
what was Chauvel's wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Them savings. Oh no, not me, Siobhan. Sorry.
19.
Okay, you also fall flat on the stone, staring down at the hole, at the gap beneath you, realizing you only fell the same as Chauffeur.
Cool.
And what about Zal?
I guess I attempt to go across. Watch me die.
Trust me, I've accidentally tried. It doesn't happen.
Well, my first roll's a 19. It's plus dex, is it?
Yep.
So, 21.
You make it a third of the way across. What's the next roll?
You know.
13.
And then you fall off. Wisdom
Great.
saving throw. Should be good at this one.
Should be. No, I'm not. Is there any rerolls left?
Would you like to use one?
Hi.
You can use one.
It's getting pretty late, so you might as well.
Might as well.
May as well.
Let's go. 16.
16. Just so you know, if you had a roll less than 15, you would have gone unconscious and not been able to be woken as you thought you died.
Wow.
Oh, great. Because I rolled an 11 before.
It was basically a, if you believe you're dead, you can actually kill yourself.
So you
But
won't
would
feel...
have to leave, so I died. So I've seen everyone else fall on their face after falling off.
Well, you also land flat in your face halfway across.
Right.
Hooray!
I have to roll
Time for
the
people to start again.
So I'm good.
so I join Camden.
You join Camdu, and it just seems to be a small little antechamber where they have seats for priests.
No. Windows, doors, floors.
No windows, doors, or floors here. It seems to be a test that they give people that doesn't lead anywhere else.
I fly back.
Okay. You
What's
fly back.
what's in this little area? Like, is any particular symbols or? Okay.
Just seems to be a test of faith.
I tell the others we need to choose another door.
Hold the door.
Does Camden come back?
Do I?
You can just walk right back across.
Yeah, okay.
After
Do
seeing the others, fall on their face, you didn't realise it's just an illusion and walk across.
that. Okay.
Chevelle really wants to conquer this illusion.
Unfortunately, the illusion conquered Cheval.
Damn it.
So if we go back, what are our options?
Well, you do have a door to the west and a door to the south.
What do we know which door we came out of?
The door to the north, and you came out of a door to the east.
Okay.
You just came out of the north, and you came down the ladder on the east.
Go
there are 4 directions you can
Go
go.
west.
Apparently, someone says go west.
We're going west.
Yep, I'm happy to go with that.
Okay, so
Go west.
this door opens as you approach.
By itself.
It does.
E.
I am not at the front of the group.
And it's a 40-foot by 50-foot chamber occupied by a large wooden chest with stout iron bands. The chest is nearly 10 feet long and 5 feet wide and high. So it's a very large chest.
That's taller than me almost.
The west wall is covered with paintings.
What kind of paintings?
The paintings depict a group of spirits crossing an underground river in a ferry boat laden with material wealth.
Don't pay the ferryman. So I guess that chest is full of the coins paid to the ferryman to get the people across the river sticks.
That's pretty cool.
Is the chest open, closed?
Okay, the chest is closed.
Okay. Is there anything else in the room aside from the pictures?
There is another door to the south.
Is there any writing on those pictures?
It seems to be basically pictures depicting people taking wealth to the underworld.
Okay.
Doesn't have any writing.
I don't want to investigate the chest because so far that hasn't worked out well for me.
Is this something I know that Nyx is known for?
Nyx is known for the underworld and undead, yes.
Including bringing offerings to the underworld?
You're unsure about that. You haven't really had a lot to deal with her that much yet.
Okay.
You're still learning.
Yep, that's fair.
Does anyone want to investigate the chest? The 10 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot chest.
Is it like the one we looked in to get the blindfolds last time?
A lot bigger.
It's 10 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot, so it's as tall as me and twice as long as me. So it's huge. You're like only a foot above it. You can just see over it.
Okay. That's interesting. Maybe there's something like people or something in it.
Could be. It's a pretty big chest. And what you can see on one of the walls is people paying like the ferryman type thing to get to the other side type thing. And take their wealth with them. So the chest might be full of offerings to a god of death.
Oh, okay. But then you wouldn't want to take the offerings. Remember we were told not to take anything.
Exactly. That's why I'm standing over by the south door going, what are we doing?
You sure about going to kill things again?
I don't know. Do you want to investigate the chest?
Yes, I'm ready to investigate the chest.
Okay, it appears to be locked.
Is there anything on the chest?
What are you looking at it with?
Like words or something.
Nothing you can see written on the chest.
Okay.
Does our lockpicker pick it?
Well, he goes up to it.
Do I need
Someone
to
give
roll
me
for
a
your
roll for him.
Do we have any more rerolls left?
We do, if you want to use it.
Depends on what he's got over his... Does he have any advantages?
No, he doesn't have any advantages
Okay.
because he's not here.
How many rerolls we got left?
At least one more.
Yeah, I definitely want to reroll that then.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, really? Same roll twice. 6.
6. Okay.
Does anyone else have lockpicking skills?
Okay, he works on it and there's a clicking sound and then a creature appears in the room.
Right, yay!
Chauvel's always happy when there's something to beat up.
Okay.
Do you think that's purely about being a paladin?
Yes. If you aren't smiting, you aren't palading.
Okay, as it
It's in the job
appears,
description.
what do you do?
What sort of creature is it? Can I tell what sort of creature it is?
Okay, give me a perception roll.
I'm gonna put
The
you
bell's
on to the
ready.
side
Is this
line.
all?
Is everyone trying to identify the creature?
Okay.
I don't.
You don't?
I've got a 4, and I think even with my +5.
Ooh, nice.
Is this
Yeah,
perception?
like the highest
This is
I've
a
got
perception,
like
yes.
9.
Surprisingly, I didn't.
Okay, you can go.
Yep, okay.
I'm looking the other way. I rolled a 1.
Okay, you're looking
I
the
mean,
other
I
way.
get 5
26,
up.
non-natural.
Okay, and what about Chauvel and
So,
Zal?
What kind of
Perception roll.
perception roll?
you go away too. You're not behaving.
There's a dice jail somewhere.
17.
I think it's... Well, it was down that way last time I looked, but it must have moved.
I don't know where it's gone.
It's most likely been moved somewhere safe,
That's fine.
which could be anywhere around here right now.
Mm-hmm.
It may even still be on the table.
Is it?
Who knows? The table's pretty packed.
Okay, so what did Chauvel and Zal get?
Zagos 14 and Chauvel 17.
Okay, so you notice that our Fearless Barbarian leader seems to keep make eye contact with the creature, who
Can do.
it can do.
Okay.
As our bard extraordinaire identifies as a basilisk, which means
shit.
everyone but our bard has to make a Constitution saving throw, whereas Camdu rolls with disadvantage,
No.
which is what your natural one got you.
Okay.
So, do I get anything to add
Which
to
means
that?
I roll twice and take the lowest.
It does, yes. You add your
And
Constitution
it's a
bonus to it.
Constitution check.
Yep.
15.
It's 7.
19.
Okay, the lowest one was 14. The
Added
other one was 2.
Cheval go.
Do we have rerolls?
Would you like to use one?
Yes, please.
Okay.
That's a first. Chevelle very rarely uses rerolls.
That bad, huh?
12.
12. So, just so you know here, I'll see if you can actually read in there. The DC actually says 12.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Good.
Wow.
Luckily, I used that reroll.
As now you all get to have initiative.
Woo!
Right.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Initiative
Well.
is the dice plus dex,
Yes, that is correct.
so that's 16. I'm getting slowly better at remembering this stuff.
That was annoying.
What was?
Well, my dice was cocked, so it was on a 15, and it's like, oh no, now I'm a 5.
So,
Which, funny enough, is the same result I got last time.
so Sofa's on 9?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm on 6.
You're on 6. Okay. What is Calcrix on?
16.
What is Zal on?
I am on 20. It's initiative, right?
Yep.
22 with a natural 20.
Okay, so you get an extra round.
Yeah,
What
for
is
what- for
Chevelle
once-
on?
For once, my dice actually decide to like me.
So what is Chevelle on?
Also 6.
Okay, what about Camdu?
Well,
Okay, let's see what is Beastie on. Oh, Beastie's going quite fast.
Before me, but after Zal.
Okay, so Zal, you get to go first. What do you wish to do?
Behead it!
For the first time in fucking ever. So what
Really?
is it's a basilisk, right?
It is a basilisk, yes. Its
Very well.
eyesight turns you to stone.
Yeah, so
Play nighttime, daytime. Nighttime, daytime. Nighttime.
do I what are basilisks? Basilisks
If you can, if you
are
They are monstrosities that have 8 legs and a tail.
Nighttime, daytime.
So, that's what they look like. And they are about your size.
yeah, great. Is that the level one? Oh, that's a cantrip. Really?
So
Huh.
when you say about her size,
It's a medium-sized creature.
do you mean it's like 5 foot odd tall or 5 foot odd long?
It takes up a 5-foot square.
Okay.
But
Because if it was 5 foot like long but only a foot high, then it's less intimidating than 5 by 5 foot wide.
Well, they don't have any of that in actual
They don't give that much
descriptions now.
detail?
No.
Oh, okay.
They used to, but it got very complicated.
Okay.
They had long and tall.
Mm.
And long and tall got very confusing for people, so they just said size. So it takes up a 5 foot by 5 foot square.
Okay. Just trying to figure out how intimidating it was.
Well, it takes up as much space as you do. It's probably got about more bulk than you
I'm gonna start looking at my attacks.
do. Okay. So,
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame is a cantrip.
Okay, so just so you know, unless you avert your gaze, you have to make a saving throw, a Constitution saving throw every round.
And I was just about to say, I'm looking down at the floor.
If you avert your gaze, then you're technically casting blind.
Does that mean I have to do it at a disadvantage?
Let's see. What does the blind condition do?
That was a percent thing of those.
Either way, I don't want to be really turned to stone again today.
So basically, you give it advantage against you, and you have disadvantage against it.
Right. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Uh, 15 to hit.
15 hits the creature.
I need to now go back.
Wait, everyone stand back.
Zal has hit
Zal
something.
actually hit something.
No, alright, for the first time in fucking weeks, I actually hit something.
Who are you and what have you Zal?
That's why you're on the other level, you didn't notice. There's a doppelganger.
Yeah.
You get a flash in your eye saying, Field Ranger!
Quick, kill Zal.
Nice. Almost max damage.
What have you... You're on your middle.
So 14.
Someone's up
radiant.
your job.
14 radiant damage hits the basilisk.
They also get no benefit from. Let me read this. So, flame like radiance descends on the creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take radiant damage.
Okay, so because you can see it, you now have to make your Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Because the keyword said see, creature you can see. You have to see the basilisk to hit it.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'll pay that.
I know, it's one of the disadvantages of reading the spell description.
Yeah.
Next time, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, pretty much. What is it?
A Constitution saving throw.
And I need.
Floor.
Yeah, no, that's the floor. And I need more than a 12. Ooh, wow.
Natural one?
No, just slightly better than that. Is there any rerolls left?
Would you like to use one?
Ooh.
Sure.
If it's below 12, I would if I were you, because you already owe service to my god for being unpetrified once.
Fuck.
Hey, I mean,
Oh.
if your god gets to rack up more and more, is your god going to complain?
I don't know.
So what did Zal get this time?
My god might be in a mood.
0. A 9. Yes.
You got a 9?
I got a 9.
Give me a second.
Even on a reroll?
Yeah, because my dice instead of rolling, decided it was going to land flat.
Oh, well that sucks.
Yeah.
How far away is Zal from...
Zal is next to you.
Got a 12.
Oh, do I get your
You get my aura of protection.
So Zal is lucky. Zal got the exact number needed.
Nice.
Zal must now pay penance to the paladin.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh, that's never going to wear off.
Okay, so it's now the basilisk's turn. It rushes up to Zal and strikes Zal back with a bite.
Really?
So it bites you for hitting armor class 13. Oh, that's right. It's got advantage because you were trying to avert your gaze. 19.
Fuck. I was going to say that was a miss, but no, not anymore. Boo. Boo.
So its bite does 13 points of damage.
13.
Points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And then it does a further 8 points of poison damage, so 21 points of damage all up.
Ow.
Ouch! Ouch! Okay.
And then it is Calcrix's go.
Can I jump on its back and attack it with my claws?
You could, but if you look at it, you have to make the saving.
I'm gonna just... Well, it's next to Zal, right?
Yep.
Can I see that in my peripheral?
If you see it, you have to make a saving.
I'm gonna blind run at it and just jump on its back?
Sure.
Or?
Give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Okay. It's better to kind of look at it, isn't it?
It is, but you've got to have a good concentration.
Excuse me.
I
Sorry.
don't know what my constitution is. It's like +2, is that good?
It's better than average. It means you got to get at least 10 on the d20 to not turn to stone. 50% chance of turning to stone is not fantastic.
I don't want to turn to stone, so I'm going to try and blind run it.
Yep. So you roll twice and take the lower result.
Well, that one's 12,
Mm-hmm.
+2 is 14.
One
And that's 14 +2 is 16.
So the 14 was the lower result because of the disadvantage, and you miss the basilisk.
Okay.
You can't grab onto it,
Okay.
but you can attempt a second time because you get 2 attacks.
Am I next to it?
Technically, yes.
Can I
But
claw it?
you can try to claw it, yes.
Okay. Claw attack?
Yes. Also a disadvantage.
So it says,
Something like +7, I think.
+5 to hit.
+5, yes.
One target. 1d8 +4 slashing. That's after a hit. That's fuck.
A 1. So with disadvantage, you can't get any worse than that. Okay, so apparently you hit Zal instead. Roll damage. Calcrix is helping.
Damage, right?
Yeah.
So it's 1d8.
Well, Calfrix is helping me die faster.
1d8 is... Which one's the d8?
It's the triangle.
That's 4. That's
That one.
1 plus 4.
So 1 plus 4, so 5 damage all up.
Yep. Then I've got 1d6 damage. Lightning damage.
So roll a d6.
D6. I only need to get to an optometrist 1.
And an extra point of lightning damage.
You get put aside.
So you're currently on 8 hit points.
I'm sorry. I
So-
tried.
So now it is Camdo's go. What would Camdo like to do to throw into the situation? Would you like to randomly throw an axe towards the basilisk?
I can't reach it.
You can reach it and swing at it, but are you looking at it or are you avoiding looking at it?
I'm avoiding looking at it,
Then
but I'm
you-
going to go up and swing.
Then you also have disadvantage on your attack roll.
Okay, fine.
Oh. I couldn't find my Tremel next to the couch.
There's no
And
trouble.
I will go up to it and I will attack it. Can I rage?
Oh shit, really?
Yes, you can potentially rage.
Okay.
I'm getting in a lot of pain and I'm just
So then, does that give me an
This is-
extra
this is a
attack?
I don't believe it gives you extra attack. I believe it gives you extra damage.
Just one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do the extra damage, I guess.
So
I
you
will have extra attack, 2 attacks, but that's something
Well,
different.
you get 2 attacks. So you get that normally. So first attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Where's my dice? There it is. Okay, I rolled a 19.
On the lowest dice.
No, a 13 on the lowest.
So on the lowest you get a 13 total.
No, 13 is on the die, so with my axe, plus 6, 19.
You still hit. You still hit on your lowest attack. So do your damage.
And it is 2d8 plus 3, so 2d8. 9 plus 3. 12.
12 damage. Okay, and you want to do your second attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Yes. That one's not as good. The lowest one was a 7 plus 6, so that's 13. Does that hit?
13 just misses, unfortunately.
Okay, now, because I was raging, I'm doing the extra attack instead.
When you are raging, you do that as a bonus action, and I believe it does extra damage.
Okay. Because I did say I was going to rage before I attacked.
You did rage before you attacked. And I believe you're the base barbarian, aren't you?
Yeah. So?
We're just gonna look up my. Where did I put my plays book with my? Here it is. So I think it's plus 2 damage. Did you add the 2 damage for your rage?
No, I
Not too
didn't.
hard, but I can't.
Okay, so as a rage feature.
Sorry.
So I was just making sure I hadn't missed anything for you. Okay, so I believe you still get to do your extra attack this round for the frenzy.
Oh, okay, so that's another one again?
It is another attack, yes.
Oh, but it's the lowest one. I rolled a natural 20 and a 17, so I think I hit.
You hit with the 17.
Yeah. All up, that would have been 24. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But never mind. And the damage, not so much good. Does this get the plus 2?
I believe we'll give it the plus 2.
Because I only rolled 4 all up, so plus 2 would make 6.
So an extra 6 damage. So at least you managed to put some damage onto it.
Yeah.
So, Cheval. How will Cheval save today?
Cheval or Chauffeur?
Cheval. Paladin. Sorry. My P.
By killing Zol, because Zol
I said that too loud.
I'm gonna move up to
Was I
it.
meant to do that?
Yeah.
Are you averting
no,
your eyes,
yes,
or are
it's a
you
2 plus brush.
watching where you swing?
I thought I broke your
I'm watching where I
No,
swing.
it breaks like that
Okay.
regularly. You just have to be very careful.
So you get to make your Constitution saving
It
throw.
was like $2.
Yep.
I figured I'm actually in a good position to do it for you. If that's okay.
20, not natural.
Okay, so yes, you are not going to be turned to stone this round, and you do not have disadvantage on your rolls.
Good. Bonus action, Val Mania.
Yep, it is now your enemy.
Good. How about you stupid basilisk? Uh, 22.
I would believe that would be a hit.
Good. Crying baby, because she knows how good that was.
Just commenting, it's your cheer squad.
First attack is going to be with a level 2 divine smite,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assuming it's not a fiend.
It is not a fiend, it is a monstrosity.
It is a monstrosity. I know, but so I need another D8. So it's 7d8. Actually, I'm just gonna. So the sword's damage is very average. 17 points of slashing damage to start off with.
Yep.
Plus 18 points of radiant damage to it.
Okay. And for the 5th time today, the paladin takes out the creature.
Wow.
Wow.
As it disappears with a flash, as you've unsummoned it.
It's only one round.
Party can dish out a lot of damage when they want to.
Surprising.
Yeah.
I also let the party know that they were actually protected.
By what?
Why couldn't you have shouted that first?
Everyone wanted to go first and look away.
Well, I didn't want to go first. I just came up second. I was quite happy to wait.
But Zal knew she was protected.
Did she?
Yeah.
Why did Zal then not look?
Why? So Zal looked at the creature that cast the spell.
Ah, alright. Yeah, okay.
She had to
Zal
see the
did.
creature to hit it.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that I was protected, so...
Okay, so
Yeah, I
yes.
didn't know either. Never mind.
And
Everyone rushed in because everyone was afraid of turning to stone like Zal last time.
Yeah.
yeah, she don't want to get stoned again.
Only does me the saving throw because I'm standing next to you.
Exactly. Everyone
And
was anyway.
and then you hear the sound of the chest opening beside you.
Is it dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
And looking inside, you see that there's a pile of gold and platinum.
Any jewels?
No jewels that you can see on top. You start going through it all.
No.
What was the other shiny thing we found apart from the sword? Oh, the
Mithril.
one.
And you want to steal from me?
The metal one.
You stole from
I
me!
didn't steal it. I was
The mithril sword.
You were
Oh, it's a sword that's made of mithril. Okay.
The Dragon Slaying sword.
Yeah, but it's logically
Ah,
I poke at the treasure. Does it hurt me?
No.
I go through the treasure looking for gems.
Doesn't seem to be any gems in there as you
None at
you
all?
rifle through. None at all. It's just gold
How
and
much?
platinum.
How much gold and platinum is there?
There's quite a few thousand of each.
Wow.
Oh.
And this seems to be a donation box.
And donation.
another one.
Okay.
Well, there's no jewels,
Cheval's going to turn away. This is a religious holy donation box. I'm not going to loot it.
This time.
Oh, okay. I'll put 5 gold in the box.
Okay.
Well, no,
Should I also be putting gold in the box?
You don't have to. I just wouldn't recommend stealing from it. If this
I
is...
wasn't going to. There's no jewels. I add 1 gold coin to the box.
Okay,
because
you add a coin to the box.
That's it.
Okay. And I will have you heading south for the next session because we are past 10 o'clock.
Woohoo!
And I know people would like to have a bit of a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you very much for playing, guys.
No problem.
Thank you for running the game as always.
It's so good.
Always like this game.
And look,
I know you have a lot of challenges, so thank you.
well, you guys managed to successfully get Zal back, which I wasn't sure you were going to do. And then almost managed to petrify yourselves a second time in the same session.
We were fine.
Zol's a little concerned. But we keep coming across things that will petrify us.
The amusing thing was, it was actually in the book. I didn't have to add it.
You know what the best thing is?
What?
That I'm pretty sure everyone, including myself, when we made the first save,
What about it?
forgot that I had an aura of protection around everybody.
Giving them a
Yeah.
+3 on top of their normal save.
Exactly.
I
Forgot.
need a +3 now. Calcritch just fell off the dice tower.
Oh no.
And the best thing is, it's not even once around.
It's permanent.
It's permanent. If I'm conscious, there is an aura of protection within 10 feet of me.
Nice.
So everyone crowd the paladin. That's what the paladin's saying.
Everyone crowd the paladin. Everyone hug the paladin as much as I scream paladin in the face.
So if you guys would like to talk after game, I might put it on end credits and we can chat afterwards if you like.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, so that way it won't record our conversation. So
Yep.
to everyone else, next session, and we'll talk to you guys after it finishes.
Yep.
Okay.